So welcome back everyone for the answers of the number quiz. The first question, it asked for a company X which competed with its orange counterpart, and it debuted at the time of Great Depression with the hints being given as lithium. You can type out its answers in the live chat. So the answer of the question was 7 Up, and it is known for improving the moods. So yeah. The second question. The second question asked for a mysterious comic book and what real life event did it predict, uh, which was very horrifying. Please type out the answers in the live chat. So 9/11 was written on the mercenary shirt and it predicted the 9/11 attacks. The manga mentioned in the question is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Moving on to the next question. So a Bollywood film was asked and which world record is being talked about, which could be easily misinterpreted to being related to cricket. Please write down the answers in the live chat. So the answer for the question was 102 not out, and it referred to the oldest living person. Now for the first star marked question, it asked for uh, an expression which was a clever application of a literary device on a certain celebration, which was X. So you had to find out what was Y, that phrase, which is the studio's trademark. Write your answers in the live chat. So the answer was the phrase "May the Force be with you," and the series in the question X was Star Wars, like it was a celebration of the Star Wars Day. So now the fifth question asked for the Guinness World Record holding series X and a famous character Y, who you might have heard in the news recently due to a certain controversy. So write down your answers in the live chat. So the answer was the series is One Piece and the character is Johnny Depp, and the recent controversy was with Amber Heard. Now for the sixth question, uh, it asked the name of a certain event which was a dry run, and it was code named X, and it had achieved something which mankind had never achieved before. So write down the guesses in the live chat. So the answer was the Trinity nuclear testing, and it was under the Manhattan Project. So the dry run was named as the Trinity nuclear test, and it was the first time a nuclear bomb was tested. Now for the seventh question, so it asked for the X, which was a company created by a very popular company of recent time, and it was done to evade the customs tax. So you had to name X and the original company which made X. So write down your answers in the live chat. So X was called the One Line, and the original company was Nike. The rival company in the question was Adidas, which had three lines on all its shoes at its trademark, and Nike developed one line. So yeah, the next question. Uh, the question asked for the parody song, which was released just before the final season of a popular fantasy series, and it featured the antagonist group of the series. So you had to name the parody song and the antagonist group. Write down your guesses in the answer in the live chat. So the answer was Seven Kingdom Army, and it followed the beats of the Seven Nation Army, and it featured the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. For the next question, ninth was a star mark question. So we had to guess what Y was, and Y was the pioneer among the 23 groups which X had selected for a unique reason, and they were given a specific code name, and they were all connected in a certain way between the naming of a specific component. So you had to figure out this group Y. Write down your answers in the live chat. So the group was the Mercury 7, and it was the first astronaut group selected by NASA, which was X in the question. Now for the 10th question, you had to guess the technique, which was a YouTube video released, and the thumbnail of the video was shown in the question. So write down your answers in the live chat. So the move was the 1 inch punch, and as you can see in the GIF below, it is a very famous move. And for the next question, 11, you had to guess the company X, which is known for making prank videos and giving funny notifications to its users, and the game which they partnered with. So write down your answers in the live chat. So the answer was X's Duolingo, and the game that they partnered with was Angry Birds, and the picture has been attached for your reference. The next question. So you had to figure out what original problem led to the development of a prolific theory, and a field has developed on it. So write down the answers in the live chat. So the problem was the seven bridges of Königsberg, and it led to the development of graph theory, which is evidently one of the most prolific theories in modern mathematics. For the 13th question, this was a star mark question. You had to figure out the historical figure X, who was found 5 centuries later, uh, and it was a very elaborate hunt, and he was found in a very common place. So write down the answers in the live chat. So the answer was King Richard III. And moving on to the next question. So you had to guess the number X, which was written in alphabets since Greek and Hebrew language do not have the symbols, and it was very closely related to Nero Caesar, which when translated to Hebrew added to X. So give your guesses in the live chat. So the infamous number was 666, also known as the devil's number. Now for the 15th question, uh, you had to guess what was the X line known as before being named by a before being named as the X line. It was given a different name, so you had to give what was the recent name, the modern name of the line. So write down your answers in the live chat. So the answer was the 9 dash line. Previously it was known as the 11 dash line, and yeah, the modern name is the 9 dash line. So the next question, you had to identify the creature to whom Arjun was mesmerized to look at and decided not to shoot once he realized that it was Mahavishnu himself, with the contrasts in the Greek mythology. So yeah, write down your answers in the live chat. So the answer was Navagunjara, and that is a creature which is a combination of 9 different species. So the next question, uh, you had to figure out the company X who had a really controversial detail in its design once it was revamped from the original company it ripped off. So write down the answers in the live chat. So X was Oreo, and the controversial design was the 12 cross patty, emblem of the Templar Knights. The figures have been attached for reference. Moving on to the next question, you had to figure out what X was, and X was the company which gave a certain list of triplets, and these were unique triplets. Also, you had to figure out how the list of words are connected in a certain way, or what do the list of words represent. So write down your guesses in the live chat. So the company is called What Three Words, and the given list shows the 3 word locations of the 7 wonders of the world, as followed by the system in the company. Moving on to the 19th question, you had to figure out the nursery rhyme X, which was originally a folk song and was changed slightly so as to sever the links from its underlying dark tale. And the story follows with assassinating of the queen, and who is infamous for her atrocious acts. So write down your guesses in the live chat. So the nursery rhyme X was Three Blind Mice, and the queen in question was Bloody Mary. To the next question. So you had to figure out the particular detail which the government had missed while celebrating the commemorative coin of a famous author. So yeah, write down the answers in the live chat. So the answer was the Martian tripod had four legs and it was a commemorative coin for H.G. Wells. Moving on to the 21st and the last star marked question. So you had to guess the movie X, which had a very complicated plot and it explored themes of treachery, fraud, greed, etc. And also you had to figure out what the structure Y was. The figure was provided in the next slide. Write down your answers in the live chat. So the answer was X is Inception and the structure Y was Dante's Nine Circles of Hell. Moving on to the last question. What is this the recipe of? Notice a certain pattern among the numbers in the figure and write down the answers in the live chat. So the answer was apple pie. Notice the spelling of pie. So yeah, that was the end of the numbers quiz. We hope you enjoyed the quiz and this was PARAKH second season. We hope to connect with you on our various platforms linked below and yeah, see you later.